Evening all, and welcome to episode 16 of Kerbalism. Now, last time I managed to strand Jeb, Bob and Bill on the moon by destroying their engine while trying to correct their craft. The landing, I say in inverted commas, was terrible. I should have abandoned it before I even got anywhere near the surface. When I was coming in too fast, too low, and barely managed to make it out without hitting the ground, should have just cancelled it, gone back into orbit, started again. But I didn't. I went down, blew the engine up, it's all terrible, so yes. So we need to launch a supply run to give them a new engine. I was going to do it with a probe, sending a probe there with a couple of satellites to set up around the orbit of the moon so that I could get there. In order to get a probe, in order to control the probe, you need signal with Kerbal. Obviously, on the other side of the moon, it's in the way, so you can't control the probe. You need to put satellites up as a relay to do around it. But I've decided against that for two reasons. One, it would take too long to set up the satellite network. The moon obviously spins around, and I'm a little bit worried that I'm not going to get there in time before the solar panels on the ship up there stop working. So I need to make sure I get there before Jeb, Bill and Bob freeze to death. The second reason behind that is because originally I had the idea of sending a manned ship up in orbit, then dropping a probe off and remote controlling it down. But it turns out you can't do that. The little tiny bit of testing I did to find out whether these things work, you need a signal with Kerbal, not with another craft in orbit. I know the ComNet in this is designed around remote tech, and I'm sure you could do that with remote tech. So either it's something I haven't unlocked yet, or I need a higher level pilot or something, or it's not in the game. I'm not sure, but it didn't work in this short bit of testing I did, so I thought, well, screw it, let's just go with a rescue mission. Basically, it's Kerbal rescue program. Let's stick to our guns. Valentina is on her way to the moon to try and rescue Jeb, Bill and Bob. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. So, here we are again, pretty much in orbit. Gravity Turn is doing a fantastic job. Really, really fantastic. I recommend this mod to everyone. It's brilliant. It's fantastic. So all we need to do is circularize like that, and the job's a good one. Right. And there we go. Job done. So, where's the moon? There's the moon. We want to fire our engines at about 4 o'clock. And that should give us an encounter. There we are. That's what we want. So, I want to actually go past the moon, I think. So, have a look where we're going to be. Ooh. Okay, that's about the closest we can get at the moment. So, I suppose that'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Nope, there's no goo on this craft. Just a little rescue ship. I went with the Thumper engines in the end. I don't have any other radial engines unlocked other than the little LV Ant engine, which in a little bit of testing I found out Kerbal attachment system doesn't actually let you use that as a radial mount. So I think that's a bug. I've reported it as a bug because it is a radial engine. In the VAB you can attach it wherever you like, but Kerbal attachment system doesn't let you do that. Plus the fact that I would have had to have brought about what was it, about 20 of them up and attached to the bottom of the craft in order to get it to do anything. So yeah, they're not very efficient, those engines. They're tiny little ones. I wasn't actually aware of the limitation of CAS till in the comments. A duck told me that with the wrench unlocked, you can only do radial attachments, and then when you get the screwdriver, you can do node attachments. It's like you can in the VAB. So yes, thank you for that. I would have fallen prey to that terribly. I would have gone up with a little terrier and then gone, oh, why can't I fit this? Right, so burn out the first stage here. Might as well use it all up and go with the second one. Goodbye stage. And see how close we get. Obviously I can change it once we... Easier to change your manoeuvre, or your approach I should say, further away, because it uses less fuel. So we'll do that. We'll get away from Kerbal a little bit and then adjust it, see if we can get nice and close to the surface in one go. Although not that close, I don't really want to hit it on the first go because you're coming pretty fast. Although this has got a ton of fuel left in it, I could probably land this. I'm not going to. I don't think that's worth the risk. But there we are. That should be enough to give us our encounter. Yes it is. There we are. Oh, we want to wait till we're out here somewhere. And then, there we go. We can bring it in. Ooh, that's a little low. Don't quite want 6. Want about 10 or so, I think, something like that. 10 will do. There we are. And bring it up a little bit. So yeah, there we go. That looks good. Right. The idea that I have is I'm going to detach these two thud engines, which are currently disabled, onto the other craft, along with some little fuel cans, because I'm not... In all the testing I've ever done with these thuds in the past, they've been very, very greedy when it comes to fuel. I don't know if they burn it quickly and give you a really good thrust, or if they're not very efficient. Not sure, but I thought I'd bring up some fuel tanks. Didn't really look to see they only had 18 units in them. That's a bit low, but I did bring 4 of them. Just hoping Bill can actually detach them and oh, I left them in there. I was just wondering whether I forgot the wrench or not, but yeah, I left the little ant engines in there, but I can't use them. They're of no use to me at all. I could put them on the ship, but well, actually no, I couldn't. It wouldn't let me do it. But yeah, right. So we're going to warp over to it. I have started testing a lot of things in a different game to find out roughly if it works first or not, because, well, I don't like killing Kerbals. This series is going well. Of course, I've just said that, and you know what that means. Somebody's probably going to die. But, yeah, it's going well at the moment, so I thought I'd test a few things. I'll try and plan a bit more. See how it goes. But I haven't actually tested whether you can do the thud engines. I just found out that you can't do the LV ones and then went with them. Maybe I should have checked that first. Oh well, a bit late now. Right, so let's fire up our engines here. And there we go. Anyway, we're done. Yes, yeah, we're done. Was thinking of something just then, and it jumped out of my head. So yeah, it couldn't have been important. Right, let's warp over to here and get a warning that some batteries are empty on Moon 1. What's Moon 1? That's the ship. Ooh, I wonder if we're going to get there before they end up. I think they're on the edge of a crater. I'm not sure whether they're pointing towards the sun or away from it. Hadn't factored that one in. But that's Moon 1. That's our orbiting craft. We don't need that anymore. Moon 1. Config. Give me... What do you mean error? Connection in progress. I just want to... Don't want to give it any orders. I just want to... change... Wait. Right, wait. Moon 2? Yep, you can change battery level and things. Probes? What about concealers? Really? Kerbalism was updated recently. I haven't read any of the patch notes for it. I don't know what changed and what didn't, but I can't even turn off error messages about a battery being flat on a craft anymore if I don't have access to it. Really? I just don't want to be notified. I'm not trying to give it orders. That's a little dumb, really. Why would that? Because every time I try and warp now, it's going to go round and then stop my warp because there's an error. But I can't turn the error. Okay, I'm going to have to read the patch notes and find out what's going on there, because that doesn't seem like it should be that way. Surely, if... Yep, that one's fine. But I couldn't even turn off the beams for it or anything. There's no... Yeah, I think that's a problem. That's a slight bug there, because obviously if you had a craft that was say for instance my probe that's gone out there somewhere, probe 1, there it is. Probe 1 eventually, I'm guessing, is going to run out of battery power, maybe? I don't know what's going to go on with it, but yeah. When it loses signal, obviously I don't really want any more information with it. It's gone. It's not important anymore. Why would you then not allow me to disable the config? That's... Yeah, because you can turn off battery and signal and things, so that's for probe 1, ironically. Okay, so that's an interesting change. Right, so if I want to warp to here, I've got to warp around and then get kicked out of warp. There we are. And then do it again. In this very instance, and get kicked out of warp again. That's going to become very old very quickly. So yeah, right. Anyway, let's Ooh, this is spinning slowly. They must be quite heavy, those thud engines, because I expected a ship like this with the engines. Sorry, the first stage fuel tank detached to manoeuvre a bit quicker than that, but hey ho. Right, so I want to add a manoeuvre here, and I want to drop it down and come back into something like that. There we go, and that's good. 700 meters a second. And yeah, okay. Right, little camera wiggle, and we're caught in the moon's gravity. And there we go, that should be good enough. Yep, that's good to me. Want to adjust our inclination a bit here, I think. I want to bring that up to go over the site, like that. Yeah, I bet those tuds are really heavy, because it feels heavier. I would have thought, considering this is a lot less of a ship than the previous lander was, and it doesn't seem to be not maneuvering, turning as well. So yeah, right, I'll do that. Right, so we've got 1055 meters a second of delta V left. I think I'm going to burn that up first and then dump this into the surface. I did put a dish on it, because I thought I might do the same, leave it in orbit and then come back up and dock. Could still do that. I've got 1400 on this one here, although I need to disable these now I think about it, because I want to save them for putting on the other vessel, especially if those studs are as heavy as I thought they were. So I've got 1000 and it's about 580, wasn't it, to get down and get back up again. Obviously we'll be lighter on the way up, but no, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to about here and make a manoeuvre to come into stop. I want to try and stop sort of pretty quickly. I want to bring us to a dead stop and drop down. That's the idea behind it. I want to just stop, drop, come in as straight as I can. Not very efficient doing it that way, not at all, but yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do it. Got plenty of fuel left on board this, so if I was to leave this in orbit and then I could rendezvous with it. Suppose decisions. No, I think because that is obviously heavier. Yeah, I think I'll use this main engine to stop us, and yeah. Right, so here we go. It's a bit early firing the engine up, but I'd rather be early than late. Set that as a target. Not firing the engine full power. We've got decent thrust to weight ratio, so this might be able to get us down to the surface. Maybe not sure. We'll see how it goes. We can always abandon it and just swatch this round. Alright, so we're coming down. Thanks for that. We're coming down there. Okay. Right. A bit earlier than expected, actually. I'm going to just do that, and yeah, let's come down. Oh dear. Right, find engine again. Up a bit. Let's float across a little bit. We'll be going sort of that way, I think. Oh, we're heading back up now. Oops. Oops. Nope, I think we're good. I think, yes. Yeah, that looks good to me. Right. So, let's speed up time again a bit. I have to keep an eye on the fuel here because I don't want to run out. Oh, it's not going to show me. But yeah, I don't want to run out of fuel in a really, really bad spot. Oh, and I have just realised something actually. I want to stop that. Actually flip us over and decouple this. And activate that centre engine. Because the landing gear is on this ship here. And I want to land this somewhere near the site I actually want to go to. So we want to head that way. No, not target. We want surface, please. Thank you. No, no, stop that. Fighting with the SAS. So we're going to set it down here, I think. No, I don't really want to be honest. A bit of floaty over there. The closer I can get, the easier it's going to be to actually use these thud engines. Detach and reattach the thud engines. Basically, that's the idea behind this. Oh dearie me! Oh dearie me! Oh! 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 Ow! You are frigging kidding me! How? How I managed to destroy the little Terrier engine but not the two thuds which stick out lower than it, I never know. I even amaze myself sometimes. So how are we going to do this now? How is Valentina going to get back? I guess we have to find out in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, as always, have fun.